Back to Turnin You Hip Hop. Our next album on the menu is Rich Homie Quan. I promise I will never stop going in. Fellas, remember the first Rich Homie Quan review we did?
Yeah, I actually do. I do remember that.
It wasn't a bad album though. I mean, a bad mixtape. You know?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't bad. And that was one of the things that we were actually talking about, seeing how much he actually have improved. The release date on this was 11/26/2013. As of right now, the numbers on Dat Piff, and this is a mixtape, so the digital downloads on Dat Piff is 582,704. And on live mixtape, which was released early, is 2,777,459. Okay, so what do y'all think about the progression?
What the progression is the future thing that we was talking about. That is out the window.
I agree.
That's out the window.
A lot of people have said, I've even heard people say, Future stole his style, he stole his. I actually agree with you. Like, I don't think their styles are anything alike. For one, the biggest difference is his subject matter. Rich Homie Quan's subject matter is, and that was one of the things I was trying to see, did he grow on, is yes, he's real grounded. Once you know, there are certain songs to me that took a little while for me to kind of get past the singing, and it's kind of based upon whether you like that type of style or not. But I don't get the sense of Future, and he had a lot of songs on there, like just the opening track itself, addressing things that, you know, he's basically going through in his life. That just showed you right there of where his album was standing and where it's going. You know what I'm saying? And just apologizing. It was like an open letter, basically. Just you know, like saying like they don't know, what he been through, and just kind of letting you know.
Yeah, he definitely cleared up a lot of stuff on that track, man. On that They Don't Know. So I definitely feel what you're saying on that. I thought it was entertaining, the mixtape and stuff, but I still kind of feel like he's put style over substance. I mean, he has become a little bit better, as far as including some subject matter. It seemed like he's doing a lot of money talk on this mixtape. I don't know if this is, signs of him getting more money, because he had like 3 different. I know rappers always talking about money, but he had like 3 different songs dedicated to money. Like he had a whole lot of on the track.
That's actually an old song though.
Oh, okay.
Whole lot was actually a bonus track from his older mixtape, because that was a whole lot of was in the back end of that mixtape. So that actually was an old song. Now. The other track, Cash Money with Birdman, and I actually did like that song, and that's what I'm about to say. The one thing about that, even though it did deal with money, I felt like he kind of paid homage to Cash Money.
I liked it,
and just the way that's why I was another thing. Why I was saying like how he kind of harmonized. Like, going back to buy Cash Money CDs, and buying The Block Is Hot. It's like you kind of pay homage and basically saying that inspired him to go after money. So I mean, I kind of gave that one up to him.
And the bonus to that album was Baby was on the track.
Yeah, right.
That was a bonus. So he came clean on that. That's what I'm saying. This album, he came clean on that, man.
And then he had the other track called Make That Money.
So
I'm guessing he getting money now.
Yeah, he getting money. Yeah.
So
and I think that comes with the territory. Like nowadays, like I said, it's based upon what you actually do like. I mean, what other rappers out there are going to give you anything else?
Right.
Like most of the raps nowadays they are kind of braggadocious. The styles on there. What are some of the?
And B, he said he made $1 million. He need to go to college.
Yeah, right? There you go. Okay. What's the song on the beat that you actually did like? That a standout track for you?
I like that. Get the F out my face with Young Thug. I think Young Thug was on that track.
Yeah, Young Thug.
Oh yeah. And you know what's so interesting about that? I actually did not like that song.
You didn't like that song?
But hold on. I didn't like that song, but that song is actually what I call like a hypnotized type track. Once you continually hear it over and over again, the hook kind of sticks in your head, and before I knew it, I'm sitting there saying the hook, and I was like, that's crazy. And anytime a rapper has the ability to do that, I definitely don't hate, and I go ahead and give him props for that. One of the things for me was Man of the Year. That was a dope track for me. Where did that sample come from?
I You asked me and I didn't know what sample did that come from. You found out which one?
You know, I found out. I was listening to this track, Man of the Year, for a lot of rappers that, well, should I say, a lot of audience members that's probably from a younger generation. They might have not known that this was actually a sample, and I knew it the minute that I did hear it. But Man of the Year actually comes from, it contains a sample from Milkbone. Milkbone was one of the earlier white rappers that was affiliated with Naughty by Nature. He was the first white rapper. And that sample actually comes from that track.
What the name of the song was?
The name of that song was actually Keep It Real.
Keep it real.
Okay. Yeah, that was the name of that track. Was actually
You know what track I liked it, and I'm seeing this guy perform a lot of albums walkthrough with Problem. Problem is about to be a problem. I said, I'm noticing him on a lot of different tracks.
On that track, Problem kind of reminded me of
Frenchie.
He kind of reminded me of Corrupt. How Corrupt actually, how Corrupt used to deliver his tracks. Because he to me, he gave it like a West Coast feel. Like the minute that it came on, I immediately thought of how Corrupt come on tracks and kind of like flip to that type of style when Corrupt raps a lot slower.
That's an interesting perspective. I like Problem. Well, I don't know him too much, but I do like that track that Walkthrough.
Well, fellas, my rating on the album, I actually gave this album a 4. I like this album. This was some kind of different, and I reviewed it kind of when I went back on his first album and then to this album, how much he progressed. That's why I gave him a rating of a 4.
Okay. On this, I did like his progression, but like B said, I'm always hard when it comes to rappers. I had to give him a 3.5. I gave him 3.5 on just the progression itself. One of the things that I can still say about Rich Homie Quan is, if you like, it's kind of like based upon what kind of style that you do like, because, I just feel like you need to change that style and give us something a little bit more, different.
I mean, as far as the review, I'm gonna give him a 3 out of 5. I think I seen an improvement, but it's still not really the type of music that I like. So, I'm gonna give him a 3 out of 5, just for his effort in improving the mixtapes.
Okay, that was Rich Homie Quan. I promise I will still stop never going in.